Why am I sending out cease and desist, right? It really don't even matter if they cease and desist because they've already said these damaging things, um, irreparable harm. There's no undoing it, right? But this will help my claim in court that it's malicious intent. This is just what they want to do, continue to push false narratives, even though they were told that it's defamation. You understand what I'm saying? So I started sending out cease and desist. And I'm going to go down the line of who I sent them to. Okay? Because there's a lot of people involved. And there's a couple more that's going to get them, but I'm going to tell you who the majority of them have went out. All right. So I'm going to first start with, so let me just say this for newcomers, for those who aren't aware of the situation. I'll briefly just say this. And I can't remember what month it was, but I know that it was like maybe the middle of 2024. I started a GoFundMe to help one of my fellow content creators with litigation. She was going to get ready to countersue Maurice Scott from Love and Marriage Huntsville and also the OWN Network, right? She was a senior citizen. I figured she needed some help, so I raised the funds. I was able to raise the money that I asked for. I think it was like $13,000, $14,000. I raised that within a week, all right? And so the people, they kept giving because they really wanted to help that content creator that the money was for. All right. It was actually for more than one content creator. It was for two at the time. But everything was going to benefit other content creators because Maurice Scott from Love and Marriage Huntsville, he had intentions on suing other bloggers because he didn't like what they were saying about him, whether it was true, whether it was not. He didn't want them talking about him. And so he did some questionable things, and an attorney found out, and then that attorney was hired to countersue Maurice. Okay, so ever since that GoFundMe, ever since I raised that money for that GoFundMe, I have been having people come at me left to right, and I didn't understand it at first. I was like, "What's going on?" Because I would be seeing people just out of the blue make videos about me talking shit, and these are people that I've never said anything to in life before. These are people, some of these people I didn't know. So everybody just coming out one by one, like a roach, one by one, just defaming me and saying negative stuff about the GoFundMe. They wanted my attention. They wanted, this was a planned attack, right? These people were planning this. Before I even knew about it. I was late to the party, and it was a party for them because they enjoy this kind of shit. These are 35, 40, 50, 60-year-old people doing this stuff. These are not teenagers. These are supposed to be adults. All right, but they have the brains of children. And I'm not going to get into that because I'll be here all night. But I just want to give the people some context, okay? So ever since I raised that money for my fellow content creator, I've been, attacked. All right. And so I figured it out. I was like, oh, okay. Some of these people that are attacking me, they're in the middle of a $10 million lawsuit for defamation and doxing. So I didn't give them any of that money that I raised to get them a lawyer. So they saw that, got pissed. It was a number of reasons. That was the main reason why I figured they were attacking me, right? And until other stuff done come out, right? And so they started saying all kinds of things. They wanted to push a false narrative saying that the person that I raised the funds for, which was Helen Griffin, known as Black Titanic on YouTube, they came out saying that I was her daughter and together we were scamming. They were saying that we wasn't really paying that money to a lawyer. All right. So you have one, Natavia Gardner, known as When Tay Talk on YouTube. She has accused me of being someone named LB. She has accused me of being Karen Humphreys, the attorney that we hired. And when that didn't work, when that didn't get the people's attention, she accused me of being the daughter of the woman that I raised the funds for. And she continued that. And she continued that until people just stopped giving to the GoFundMe. So that was their goal. They repeatedly reported the GoFundMe that I did for fraud. They harassed the person that I raised it for. They harassed me. They harassed the attorney that was hired with the GoFundMe money. So it was just a lot. Okay. And so I would use my platform on YouTube to defend myself. Like, hey, that's not true. Hey, that's not true. And if they got called a name along the way, then that's what the fuck it is. You more mad at me than your parents because you look like a monster or whatever it is that you look like. That's not my problem. But what they can never say is that I lied on them. Everything that I said about them has been nothing but the truth. And like I said, that's why they mad. Because I'm going to always come with the truth. And in return, they attack me with lies. But those lies are going to get them in serious trouble. They're already in serious trouble. They just don't know it yet, right? And they continue this stuff. I'm not the only person that they did it to. They have done this to several people. And the reason why they continue to do it is because they have gotten away with it. They haven't been locked up. You understand? They haven't been in front of a judge trying to explain themselves. So that's where I come in at. It stops right here. It stops right here because that lawsuit that I have been saying I was going to bring against them, it's starting. So last night I sent out cease and desist. I sent one to Wente Talk. Okay, that is her YouTube name. I sent one to her because she is the one that coordinated this attack against me. All right, even before I even knew that she did it. I sent one to a YouTuber that calls herself Caramel Rail. I sent one to Chef Don Don. I sent one to Anthony Lofties. I sent one to Giving You the Real Tea. I sent one to Shay Renee online. I sent one to Astute Queen B. I sent one to Drop the Mic. I sent one to PDE. I sent one to Marcella. I sent one to Uppity, also known as Uppity Unicorn. I sent one to, give me a second. Who else did I send that to? I sent one to Prosperity Thick Girl, okay? And let's see. I sent one to Empress Radio, okay? All of them have received cease and desist from me. They were told to cease and desist from mentioning me at all. Every time they mention me, they do nothing but lie. Don't mention me. But as you can see, the shenanigans continue. That's fine. Deal with you in court. That's it. I know they're not going to see their day in court, but there is. All right? So, in some states, it's required that you send a pre-suit notice, meaning you have to send them a notice of intent, letting them know that you're going to sue them at least 5 days before you file the lawsuit. And that's what I did. Okay. So the pre-suit notices, first of all, let me just say this. Okay. Hold on to your socks. Now that I think about it, that's not all that I sent a cease and desist to. I also sent one to Helen Griffin, also known as Black Titanic, the woman that I raised the funds for. I sure did. Let me explain to you all why I did that. Okay? I have lost everything that I built on YouTube for me and my family over the past 4 years. I have lost all of that behind trying to help people that I did not know. No, they didn't ask me for my help, but I wanted to do it, so I did it, right? Nobody, how do I put it? I don't believe that there is a stranger out here in this world that will do for Black Titanic what I did for her. And I never asked her for anything in return. Nothing. Nothing. I raised over $20,000 for people that I didn't even know. I did not ask for one dime. Okay? When she needed transportation to get down to another state to where the lawsuit was, I made sure that she had it. When they stopped giving to the GoFundMe and there was no more money for the lawyer, she had to pay her Social Security check. And she had no money for the month. She told me that she at least needed to get her light bill and something paid. I gave her that money out of my pocket. There was no more GoFundMe money. I made sure that she had that money for that bill. Okay? That was my money. When she called me one day and said that she needed money, she was doing something down. It had something to do with the court. I can't remember. She didn't have the money for it. I gave that to her. That was my money. Okay. When she needed security to go down to this court case, I made sure that she had the money to hire that security, right? When these people attacked her online, I was right there, lighting their motherfucking asses up, because I dare you disrespect a senior citizen like that, especially one who ain't did shit to you. She ain't did nothing but receive money that your ass ain't get. You understand what I'm saying? So I protected Black Titanic in a way that I would protect my own family member. And I don't even know this woman like that. Never seen her before in my life. She don't even know my name. Nothing. Nothing. But I stuck my neck out to help her every single time that she needed help. Because that was just in me. I tried to look out for my elders. You understand what I'm saying? And plus, I didn't like what Maurice was doing. So in return, she puts out a video that she know will be misconstrued, a video that is very misleading, a video that triggered these 2 cent bloggers to make video after video after video about me. Now, I tried to protect her when they made stupid videos about her, but she goes and make a video about me that is very misleading. She made a video saying that I betrayed her. First of all, Black Titanic has my number. Whatever she wanted to tell me, she knows. She knows that all she has to do is call. Yeah. But instead of doing that, when I didn't do something that she wanted me to do, she ran to the internet and did what those other people did to me. Breaking news, breaking news. True T did this, True T did that. Helen Griffin, Black Titanic. When you mention my name, you make sure that you mention everything that I did for you. But don't even do that, because I sent you a cease and desist, man. I sent you a cease and desist. And I put in that cease and desist that you have 24 hours to remove that video, or else I will sue you. And I mean it. It's 3 things I don't play about: my money, my family, and my name. Ain't nobody gonna play with it and get away with it. Not even you, ma'am. I gave you 24 hours to remove that video. And I'm hoping that you do that, because if it's not removed within 24 hours, I will sue you for defamation. I hate that it's come to this, but it has come to this. As much as I've done for this woman, because I didn't do that one thing that she wanted me to do, she ran to the internet. Breaking news, breaking news. I've been betrayed by the one person that always had my back. The person who don't even know me. She don't even know me. She don't even know me. But I get a message